Gamers, fevers, burgers. Grab your snacks. The underdog, the legend in his own mind. Jaybeazt, dropping memes and bringing heat. Jaybeazt, streaming starting, pull up a seat. Breaking news, trailers dropped. I react and maybe sound a bit shocked. New game hype, I got the tea. Call of Duty, Battlefield, come watch me. Not a big shot, just starting out, but I'll hype your chat and hype my clout. My aim's kinda bad, my joke's kinda worse, but at least I never stream with rehearse. Jaybeazt, underdog with gamer streak. Jaybeazt, laughs, reacts, chaos you seek. Warning. Jaybeazt, you may mispronounce your favorite game. Please remain calm. Chat's alive, memes flying fast. I may fail, but it's always a blast. Subscriber hype, not just some friends, but the fun and chaos never ends. Reacting, chatting, sometimes I play, even if I die in the first 5 minutes. Hey, new game breakdown, I'll nerd out loud, making jokes, looking goofy, maybe proud. Jaybeazt, underdog, but bringing fire. Jaybeazt, lo-fi beats, memes, and satire. Who's in chat? Beast back. What's the game? Total snack. Level up? Maybe not yet, but we laugh, we hype, you won't forget. Achievements, sure, but I miss a lot. Glitches, bugs, rage quits I've caught, but while the pros are flexing loot, I'm here, underdog with style and cute. Streaming news, trailers, reactions too. Sometimes I even know what I'm doing, kinda true. Chat laughs, memes fly, and everyone's hyped. Welcome to Jaybeazt, the underdog is live tonight. Jaybeazt, underdog, chaotic streak. Jaybeazt, gaming news, laughs, you seek. Not a pro but never weak. Caution, Jaybeazt may mispronounce your fake mispronounced game or make you laugh uncontrollably. Stream starting now. The fifth out.
What's up? Oh, hello. Holy shit. You guys over here. The gang's all here, man. Here we go. We got a special guest here today. See where the Yoda's joining us from all the way from India. Well, he's getting married. So welcome. See where the Yoda. Good to have you here. Hey, I haven't played Arc Raiders in a while, so forgive me. Anyway, today is going to be a very, very small, very short stream because there's actually not much going on to talk about. I really tried my best to find some interesting shit to talk about, but there's nothing going on. I think everyone's just busy playing Resident Evil Requiem this week. I think there's literally not much going on, but there's some interesting Xbox news that I want to get into, but also some Crimson Desert. And today, rusty, yes, yeah, I might be a little rusty. I need to get back into. I haven't actually played since Vinoob has left the country. I've been having a pretty busy week work-wise and just being an adult. But let's try to get into it. And yeah, I'll be away this week, and so let's try to cover some gaming news. But yeah, I haven't lost my passion for Arc Raiders. I just haven't been able to actually play games at all. So I've just sort of kind of got out of it last week. But I'll get back into it. You know? Nah. I'll go back into it. I will. Just, and also, you know, I think it's also the fact that I'm really, really excited to be playing Crimson Desert. It's coming soon. It's when is the Crimson Desert releasing? Release date, it's in 19, right? Yeah, March 19th, which is holy shit. It's next Thursday. By next Thursday, by the time the next stream happens, I'll be busy playing Crimson Desert Boys. But I'll try to put some time to Arc Raiders. I will. Oh man. No, no, I will be playing. I will be playing Arc Raiders with you guys, but only when you guys jumping. Although I'm not gonna be playing by myself. But I have to play. I have to play Crimson Desert, bro. I'll be doing some streams with it. But in honor of Vinoob, Seaworthy Yoda, we're gonna be doing an hour of Arc Raiders streaming right after this one, which is not going to be that long, to be honest. I actually don't have a lot to cover. It's like I said, it's a very slow week. But there's been some interesting developments over at EA. There's been some layoffs across the all Battlefield studios, and they're calling it a realignment bid. And to be honest, we saw this. We saw this coming, especially after the death of the Dice head, the unfortunate accident that happened with his Ferrari, I believe, and we kind of expected some form of changes will be coming to the studios, So this is not a complete surprise for me, Stop making me laugh, man. I'm trying to focus. So it's not completely surprising, and also I feel like season two being delayed a lot. There's been a bit of a fall off of player count in Battlefield 6 as well, and it's funny actually. I was looking at Battlefield player count on Steam DB. It seems to have fallen off quite a bit. Bro, I don't want to have coffee right now, so I'm having Coke. Sorry to break the routine. But yeah, I have to show these to you. Hang on. Look at this. This is Battlefield 6 Steam charts right now, and yeah, man, it's got 16,000 players right now. That's kind of the worst I've ever seen. It's gone down quite a bit. And what's interesting to me, I don't know if you remember when, I think even before Battlefield 6 launched, I made a prediction about a game that that I said might actually take over Battlefield eventually, and I was pretty skeptical about it. I didn't say it's gonna definitely happen, but I said, this specific game has the potential to be the next Battlefield actually, or even beat Battlefield at its own game, because it's actually really good and it's a free-to-play title. Can you guess what it was? Can you remember what it was? If you can remember what it was, you got a very good memory. Anybody care to have a guess in the chat? Oh, it's gonna take a while. What do we get? That's a good question. Oh, maybe we can do a stream in that game I'm talking about. I don't know. It's something that I mentioned in passing when we talked about Battlefield 6 and we were getting hype for it. And actually, hang on. It's no, fuck off. I'm not giving you a Crimson Desert copy just for guessing it. No. Oh man. But I mentioned that in passing while we were getting hype for Battlefield 6, and I think I even did a stream of this game. You know, can be his wedding present. Mm, yeah, my wedding present too is doing a 3 hour for an hour of Arc Raider stream for you, bro. Hey, Delta Force. There you go. Delta Force. You remember. So yeah, it's Delta Force. Delta Force is actually a pretty old game. I remember playing a version of Delta Force like back in, I don't know, like a really long time ago. It used to be a game, but they made a comeback, and it's a free to play title that you can play right now. You can download it and play it right now. Um, no, I didn't promise a free copy of Crimson Desert. That was something Vinod said. I didn't confirm that at all. Bro's like, free copy of Crimson Desert. Like I said it. Nope. But anyway, good guess. As I was saying, Delta Force had a very slow start. I think if you go back, it's been doing pretty okay. But if you look at it right now, the player count on that is 76,000. And it's peaking at 159,000 players right now, which is very interesting. Yeah, it is very, very interesting. I mean, all-time peak isn't as great as Battlefield 6 had, but this kind of means shit when you compare your 24-hour peaks and your players right now. So, yeah, this feels like Battlefield 6 versus COD. Yeah, it does. It actually does. And I don't know. I made a prediction that eventually this has the potential to take over Battlefield 6. And it looks like I was somewhat right. It's a combination of player base in Battlefield 6 going down and Delta Force also picking up some players as well. So it's very, very interesting. And it's now started to take off a little bit, you know? And I feel like I want to give this a go again at some point. Um, because I think there've been some updates to Delta Force and like it's gaining some more interest. Like it peaked here and it's going down a bit, but it's now slowly picking back up as you can see. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Uh, Marathon is gonna be interesting. Marathon. Uh, look. It's not a complete flop. I will say that Marathon hasn't been a complete flop, but I don't know if it's enough to save Sony, or Bungie to be specific. I don't know if it's enough. If you look at Steam chart, it's very low. It's very low. It's doing marginally better than Battlefield 6 right now, just because it's this new game, right? It's got 25,000 players on Steam right now, 57,000 peak. I don't know what the numbers are on PlayStation. That would be interesting to see. Uh, but it's not a complete failure. It's not a flop. But I don't really know how long this will last because if you just look at the overall chart right now, you can see that it had the hype and it's slowly dwindling towards, now it's at a 57. So you can see there's a clear downfall of the player base already. And this is only like what? It's only been out like 1 week. And you're getting like good 76,000 peak, 24 peaks, and then it's now going back all the way down to 57,000 peak, 24 peaks. And all-time peak was no better than it's less than 100,000 players on this. So is it as good as it like they hoped it would be? So that's a question we have to ask ourselves, right? And if you are comparing this to like Destiny, if you look at Destiny 2 numbers, do we even want to look at Destiny 2 numbers, I mean, it's been there for a while, so this might be a little unfair, but if you look at the launch of Destiny 2, this is the launch. Uh, in 2019 October, when it first launched, it had 292,000 players jumping in, and yes, it went down, but then it has maintained a fairly large player base. So this is in 2019. By 2020, it was 20. I mean, how much was it? 214,000, and then 242,000. I'm assuming this is when they were dropping like updates and DLC, so it picked up players, but it maintained roughly at its lowest 76,000 players, 79,000, 80,000, like some 88,000 players. Like I mean, this is a long time, right? Since 2019 all the way up to 2022, and then 2023 it had picked up again by a massive margin, and then it somewhat maintained that player base, right? And now it's gone down. It's like it's at 11,000. There's not many people playing it right now, but well, that's obvious because it's been around for so long, and now they're releasing marathon. So I'm assuming large number of players who's been playing Destiny 2 might be trying marathon right now. So yeah, the current numbers aren't great, but I'm only comparing Destiny 2's launch to the launch of Marathon, which is not great. That's not great. Marathon launch and Destiny 2 launch is very, very different. And this is not giving me confidence that this is going to be around for a while. It's not. I would give it maybe a year or two, maybe 2 years at max. If it gains a bit of a cult following and a player, they'll stick around for a while. But is it gonna be a Destiny 2? Is it gonna be another Destiny? Hell no. Hell no. Not with these numbers. Definitely not. But I don't know if they have plans to, tweak it however the player wants based on their feedback and like salvage it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've never been excited to play marathon anyway, so I'm not like I might be a little biased on this matter. Definitely there's a whole bunch of players who are playing right now and having fun with it. I'm not one of them. Yeah, I know exactly. There's definitely a player base who are enjoying the way it looks and definitely praising like the way it looks and shit. I'm not one of them. You're not one of them. It's an acquired taste, and that's fine. But is it gonna be Destiny 2 level? Unfortunately, not. Definitely not. So that's just my 2 cents. Uh, let's just see how long it'll last. If we know this one of them, he probably is. He probably secretly playing it right now and not telling us. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. um. Anyway, yeah. So very sad situation for Battlefield and to be in. 16,000 players. That kind of sucks, man. That really sucks, given how much players it had. And fuck, do we need to ask? Arc Raiders, I think, still going pretty strong. Oh, there you go. It's got 59,000 on Steam right now. Arc Raiders is still going strong. I think this will stay for a while. These numbers will stay like this for a while, I think, until Embark does something stupid to break the gameplay. Unless they do that, I think these numbers will stay strong, because Arc Raiders is a bit of a weird case. It's one of those cases where it invites exploration and also PvP, PvE. It's got a bit of everything for everybody, all kinds of players. Yeah, yeah, they're definitely healthy. But yeah, I think it'll stay like that for a while because it's inviting in all kinds of players right now. But the moment they do something to break the game in a very significant way, you will see people leaving the game. It's not there yet. It's not there yet, and I hope it never comes. But we'll see. We'll see. Embark is always changing shit and messing with the game in a way that really makes me nervous, to be honest. But they haven't broken it yet, so we'll see. We'll see. They seem to know what they're doing. I hope. But yeah, it's a it's a little bit concerning too, because like if you look at overall numbers, it's like going up and down quite a bit since its launch, and it's been like since 30th of October when it launched. It's gone back down. It's gone back up again. Now it's like going down, you know. And this is just Steam numbers. This might be a very different case in consoles, but it's on a bit of a downward trend at the moment, but it's not concerning because the numbers are still pretty healthy. But you know, it will all depend on their future updates and what they do to keep the player engaged, you know. So with all the new games coming out, I reckon all the games will be affected, but BF6 and Marathon the most. Arc will survive, I reckon, with 30k. All right, let's keep that prediction on. I think you might be right. I think, like I said, Arc Raiders is a very unique scenario because it is a very different game. While Battlefield and Marathon are very, online extraction shooters in the very traditional sense, whereas Arc Raiders is a very different case. And like I said, it invites people who want to just do PvP. It invites people who want to do PvE or both, and also invites people who just want to do exploration and go looting and shit. So it because like it's got like a mixed bag of players who want to do their own thing with the game. That's why you won't see the players drop as much, because there are literally people that out there that do not even want to get engaged in PvP or PvE. They just want to go like looting. That's all they want to do, and that's how they have fun. And there are people who just want to do PvP, just want to fucking keep killing other raiders and loot their shit. So there's so many ways to play the game, right? And this is why they're keeping it interesting. They're keeping it interesting by introducing different weather conditions and different arc types and shit. I want them to start introducing new gun types. If that, that'll really help. Also, new blueprints. That'll keep it interesting. I hope they do that. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I'm not a big extraction shooter guy. It's a miracle that I'm into Arc Raiders as much as I am, and that's the whole point. Like, it's even inviting players who normally don't play extraction shooters, and I think it'll survive. But yeah, with Crimson Desert coming and other games coming also, well, we had Requiem drop. I don't think that made an impact, but Crimson Desert will probably have an impact on some of these games, because it's not like Resident Evil where you play it for like certain amount of hours and then just finish the game. It's an open world exploration game that literally demands hundreds of hours of your time to actually complete the game. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of players just moving on to that game and putting their time onto it. And I don't know, like, if probably not have enough time to play both games. So we'll see how it goes. But I think Arc Raiders will be fine. But Battlefield, like you said, that's going to be interesting. Unless they do something to fix it. But I feel like it might be too late, man. Might be too late. Anyway, as I was saying, Electronic Arts, they are making lots of changes. I would like a schedule plan for the Jaybeazt. Nah, I'm gonna try to make some time, man. It's gonna be tough. I'm not gonna lie. It will be tough, but I'll try my best. That's all I can promise, man. That's all I can promise. Look. It's not like I don't want to play. It's not like I don't want to play. It's just I don't have enough time. That's the issue, you know. So like, what the heck am I gonna do? I can't do shit, bro. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, moving on. Um, so there are 4 or 5 studios involved in making Battlefield 6, right? There's Criterion, there's DICE, there's Ripple Effect, and Motive. There's like bunch of studios actually making Battlefield Studios, as they called it, in order to make Battlefield 6. And I think because of the dwindling numbers of players, and now that there's not a lot of maintenance to do, they are basically laying off staff again, and that really sucks. And I'm looking at the article here. Despite Battlefield 6's initial success, the game started slipping substantially in the weeks that followed its release in October 2025. It had immense expectations, with many believing it would be the saving grace of a series in dire need of revitalization. Unfortunately, the game's evolution hasn't yielded the strongest results as the months have pushed on. Yeah, so it does suck. 24 hours ain't enough anymore. I know. 24 hours. We need like at least 30 hours, bro. We need 30-hour day. I think my take on Battlefield 6 is, when it comes to games, online games like this, momentum is very, very important. Especially if you're trying to resurrect a game that's been dead for a while, which is what Battlefield franchise was. It's been dead for a while. So it took a lot of goodwill and a lot of trust from the player base to get players back into Battlefield 6, and they had a really, really freaking awesome launch. It was fucking fantastic. But the thing is, after the launch, they fucked up because they failed to keep that momentum going by providing enough incentive for people to keep coming back. That first month or two was great because you had a lot of shit to do, you unlocked shit, that was fine. But then they delayed season 2 by a whole freaking month, and people were just fucking waiting for it to drop. That really sucked. And they also delayed dropping naval combat maps. They should have dropped those maps. And the other thing is, they ended up dropping a couple of maps that's really sucked in the beginning, like the freaking Blackfell Fields. That was really bad. What's the other one? The Firestorm map was really imbalanced compared to the original map. What else? There was another one, right? There won't be anything big enough to bring us back to BF6. The timing has to be spot on. Quiet period during Crimson Arc. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's all these things considered, the momentum kind of went down with Battlefield 6, and Arc Raiders picked up in the meantime, and what else? Well, like you said, with Marathon probably has a minimal impact on Battlefield 6. I don't think the player base overlap as much, but Crimson probably will have kind of impact. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They are very different games, obviously, but yeah, I think it's to do with the momentum. They just didn't keep the momentum going for people to keep coming back. I mean, it happened to all of us, right? It happened to all of us. Yes, it's just Medi playing Red Sec. I think Red. Hang on. Do we have separate stats for Red Sec? That would be interesting to see. I don't think so. I think it's all just. Oh wait, hang on. Nah. Battlefield Red Sec. Uh, Freak. Battlefield Steam DB player count. Nah, I don't think it has anything. It's not really showing. There's got Battlefield Red Sec separate page, but it's like it's not really showing. Yeah, Red Sec's built into Battlefield 6, so it's just the same charts. It's not showing separate. I would be interested to see how much are actually playing Red Sec. I wish they had it separate, but it's not. Um, but yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, anyway, that's where we at. We don't know if it'll bounce back, unfortunately, but I think yeah, ultimately losing momentum is what is killing Battlefield 6, and they haven't done anything to actually like bounce back. Everything is kind of seems to be going downhill, and which is really unfortunate because Battlefield 6 is an awesome game. You know, it's really an awesome game. There is Crimson Desert footage. I'm gonna be talking about that in a while. But before I do that, uh, there's some shit going on with Xbox, man. Xbox is do you remember the big ass campaign that they did with like everything is an Xbox? Do you remember that? Uh they what's up? What's up? Nah, no Black Flag news. Like I said, this week is dead. There's not much to talk about. But only interesting thing was this Xbox thing. They were going really hardcore with everything's an Xbox campaign, and they had this whole thing going. Oh, you can play Xbox anywhere. Everything's an Xbox. What like I don't know. It's like you can turn your television and your phones. Any console can be an Xbox, and all. It's like it was fucking crazy. And we talked about this for a while, and it was like, um, yeah, it just it sucks. And it seems like now that the new Xbox CEO has come into the picture after Phil Spencer took a retirement, and what's the other person? I forgot her name. And now there's a new girl in town, Asha Sharma. Her name is. Um, it looks to be that Microsoft is deleting all traces of this is an Xbox marketing from their campaigns, which is very very interesting. I thought, and I think if you actually go to this is an Xbox ad, not ad, page. I think there's a link here or something. I don't know. It's probably not yeah, even IGN's. Yeah, it is an expensive mistake. It is an expensive mistake. I don't know. Anyway, they spent so much time talking about how everything is an Xbox. Oh yeah, Sarah Bond. Yeah, This was Sarah Bond's baby. She is the one behind this whole "this is an Xbox" thing. But now she's been given the kick, and she's out, and new CEO's in. It looks like they're reverting back everything that's been said about this is an Xbox, which I think is very interesting because they put a lot of money in it, a lot of money, and according to this article, Eagle Eyed gamers have noticed that Microsoft has started shredding all traces of the This Is an Xbox marketing campaign that surfaced in 2024. It was one of the first nods to Xbox being a platform and not just a home console device, but didn't go down well with fans and become something of a joke. People were lifting toasters and hair dryers and declaring them as Xbox devices. that I've seen TikToks following the shock appointment of Asha Sharma as the new leader of Xbox and the retirement of Phil Spencer. The campaign headed by Sarah Bond has been silently stripped from the internet. Yeah, so apparently new Xbox. No trace of everything's an Xbox. In this is an Xbox. Nothing is mentioned in Xbox anymore. That is interesting. It was recently claimed that some of that troublesome campaign had hand in Sarah Bond's sudden departure, which aligned with Phil Spencer's retirement from Xbox. Anyway, so you get the picture. So it looks like they're doing a whole 180 on that whole thing, and now they're trying to save the Xbox brand. They recently announced they're working on a new Xbox console. We talked about that in the last stream. So it looks like they're going back on what everything they have said in a bid to try Xbox. So in a bid to try and save Xbox. And I don't know. I honestly don't know what their plan is, because they even put up the price on Xbox Game Pass, and everything is now coming to Game Pass. It's been a fucking mess of a situation with Xbox. I honestly don't know where they're going with anything, but the way I see it currently, they have, like, I don't know, they have maybe few options that they can do, right? They have few options they can do, and I'm not sure like exactly which way it'll go, but it's like you probably got like three options. You got, like, I don't know, option A, B, and C, right? Three options, and the first one is you can probably do, like, Asha Sharma seems to be coming from an AI expertise in Microsoft. We talked about how she used to be the AI head of Microsoft before she took the CEO of Xbox role, which is really interesting. So the first option is to freaking kill. I think this is a kill phase. So this is the first option. You can kill Xbox, and everything Xbox will be just gone. Xbox is fucking no more. Xbox gone, right? And that will be the first option. And this is not anything new. Companies do this all the time. They literally appoint a CEO when they want to execute the company down and, like, shut it down. This kind of thing has happened before, so I'm not completely surprised if that happens. That's option A. The other option is shove AI down Xbox in every inch possible, because Asha Sharma is coming from AI, and she clearly has an interest in AI. And Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has also expressed, his interest in AI, to have everything AI. So I feel like Xbox is going to have the similar future moving forward. They're gonna shove AI down everything. That's one way that I can expect things to go with Asha Sharma. The other option is they're gonna revert back. They're gonna do a whole 180 and go back to the way Xbox were and try to save the Xbox brand from complete death. So I don't know. Hey Evelyn, thanks for joining in. We're just talking about Xbox and its its eventual potential death. But yeah, I think these are the options we have. Either they're gonna kill it, or they're gonna shove AI down Xbox. I don't know. AI might work with Xbox. I don't know, dude. I'm very skeptical about the whole AI situation. I feel like AI is on a downward trend right now. If you've been tuning into all the shit that's been happening with AI, even Nvidia's backing backing their investment on AI. ChatGPT is literally losing money right now, and AI is not making the leap that it promised that it would. And this is very concerning for most companies that have invested in AI. And obviously, Microsoft is doubling down on AI because they have invested so much. But is it really the future of gaming, though? I'm not quite sure, because while AAA gaming companies and console companies trying to shove AI down all these gaming, it's making way for AA gamers, AA gaming companies, and even indie gamers to actually make handmade games, which is gaining a lot more traction among gamers than all these AAA games. You know, so it's a little bit interesting. It's a little interesting. I don't know if AI is going to be the future. This is a bit of a this a red flag situation for me, you know. But I feel like, based on what Asha Sharma is doing, stripping down this is an Xbox campaign and promising there will be a new Xbox project name, code name Helix, Xbox Helix project with the new Xbox. I feel like the plausible outcome would be this, doing a 180 on Xbox and try to save Xbox and improve what they have, their IP, their console. This might be what they're trying to do. If they do that, that would be great. But the way I see it, those are the only three possible options they have in terms of where they're going to take Xbox into the future. I might be wrong, but this is how I say it. Let me know what you think, because this is all I can see as possible futures of Xbox right now. It might change later. But either way, it's interesting where Xbox is at right now. And even Sony's kind of like going back on their, you can play PlayStation games everywhere and all that. And now they're saying, okay, you know what? Hold up. If you're releasing all our exclusives on PC, you might be able to play that on an Xbox, so we're not going to be doing it. You can only play Sony exclusives on PlayStation only. So they're doing a 180 on their brand as well. So it feels like, for a time, it looked like gamers might have been winning with all these console wars, but I feel like they're doing a 180. So, yeah. Merger between Xbox and PS5. Dude, if that happens, I feel like that would be the merger of the century. Of course, I don't think it'll happen, but wishful thinking. Yes, 100% wishful. It'll be like, the merger between Xbox and PS5 would be like saying that there's a merger of, like, there's a crossover between Star Wars and what's the other one? Star Wars and what's the other one? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. Star Trek, sorry. Fuck. Man, I forgot that word. If it'll be like a crossover between Star Wars and Star Trek, which we know will never happen. It'll be like that. But it's interesting. We can fantasize about it. But yeah, I don't think it'll happen. And not in our lifetime, Yeah. Anyway. Moving on. We have Crimson Desert news, right? We got a couple of it's not news. I'm just getting hyped for Crimson Desert, and we got a new trailer for Crimson Desert, which we will look at in a bit. But they also released PC and console specs, which I think was interesting, because if you've been tuning in, you'd know that for a bit they've been getting lots of backlash over how they still haven't released any console footage for the game. But they haven't released console footage for the game yet, but they did release PC specs and console specs for the game, which will give us some sort of an indication as to how well this could be running. And we got the specs here on their web page. PC specs looks to be pretty okay. If you look at like minimum specs, that's just your bare minimum. But your recommended specs running at 1080p 60 fps, which is great, right? To get recommended specs 1080p 60 fps, and well, I don't think many people play games in 4K, not PC gamers, and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 280, great. You can run the game at 1080p 60 fps with the GeForce RTS 2080, which is awesome, fucking awesome. That's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, I got an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 7080. Hang on, 7080. What the fuck? 20. Fuck. Oh my god, I forgot what it was called. Why am I drawing a blank? What's my GPU? What's my GPU, man? NVIDIA app. Let me open it up. Let me fucking tell you. Graphics. System. Where do I find my details? Scaling. Can you see? Yeah, does it say it? I don't know where it says it. Fuck. Hang on. Settings. Yeah. Graphics. Graphic settings. Yeah. Oh, 5070 Ti. There you go. GeForce 5070 Ti. That's what I have. And AMD is just my CPU stuff. Yeah, so I think that would be fine to handle. 5070 Ti is more than capable of handling this game. And yeah, there you go. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti is good enough to run the game at 4K 60 FPS at ultra settings. So I'll be good, fam. I'll be good. So and I got a yeah. No, I'm good. Here you go. And I got a hey, what do I have? AMD fuck. Man. I haven't turned on my PC for a week, and I'm forgetting shit, you know? What's my AMD? It's a AMD Radeon. What did you say? Check system requirements lab. What do you mean system requirements lab? Ah, the thing. Can you run it? Okay, there you go. Crimson Desert. I'm pretty sure I can run it at ultra. Is that what I'm checking? I haven't used this. I haven't used it at all, bro. First the operators knew it, and now they can't remember his own PC spec. Yeah, I know, right? Fucking, I lost it. I completely lost it. But no, I got a 5070 Ti, and if you look at the specs at Ultra, I have the 5070 Ti, and I think my one is a little bit higher than AMD Ryzen, so I think I'll be fine. Hang on, there was the AMD. Install manager. Doesn't say that here. Ryzen master. All right. Can you run it? All right. Here you go. Pretty sure I can, bro. I future-proofed this gaming PC when I built it for at least for the next 5-6 years. I'll be pretty fucking surprised if I can't run the game at ultra. Your computer can run AI locally. Well, can get your system pass the recommended requirements. Let's go. Well, recommended, yes. Runs. What is this? Is that an ad? I don't know if that ad. But yeah, I can definitely run it. Yeah, like I said, I can actually run it at ultra according to their specs, so I'm pretty good. I got 64 gigabytes of RAM. That's more than enough. And fucking 4 terabytes of storage. Like, okay, I think I'm good. I'm good, bro. Yeah, ultra HD. Well, the stream will still be in freaking 1080p, but yeah, the graphic I can run at ultra, and my monitor is 1440p, so that should be fine. That should be fine. Console, that's where you guys will be interested in. Console, it looks like PlayStation 5. Who's got PlayStation 5s? Anyone's got a PlayStation 5 Pro? Can you see what I'm looking at? Hope you can. Yeah. Oh, resolution 1080p. This is not multiplayer, bro. This is single player, or like a. It's like Assassin's Creed. That's what it is. It's an open world game. It's like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, essentially. Like probably a way better than Valhalla, but yeah, that's essentially what the vibe is. Fuck off. You know you want to play this game, bruh. Anyway, PlayStation 5, it can come 1080p, upscaled 40 in performance mode. Yeah, makes sense. Quality mode, upscale 4K from 1440p. That's actually not bad, but quality mode is running at 30 FPS. But you got a balance mode that's running at 40 FPS, which is awesome, with low ray tracing. So they have ray tracing on for all modes. It's not turned off. That's interesting. I would have assumed that they would have the ray tracing off for performance mode, but it looks like they have some version of ray tracing running for all modes, which is awesome because that means the game will look fantastic. And balance mode is the way I would go for PlayStation 5. And on PlayStation 5 Pro, it's a little bit better. Your ray tracing is running higher in balance mode at upscale 4K and 40 FPS, or 48 plus FPS with VRR. That's a fucking huge difference right there. It's gonna look a little bit better on PlayStation 5 Pro for sure. This on paper, this feels significant, but visually, I don't know how much of a big difference it's gonna make. We'll just have to wait and see. and the quality version is still running as 30 fps. Dude, I'm done with 30 fps at this point. Like, it's a little tough to go at 30 fps. Xbox Series S, we don't want to talk about this is garbage console. Xbox Series X, pretty much the similar performance to PlayStation 5 is doing. So that's cool. That's cool. RGLI. No, I don't care about that. Fuck. They're releasing this on Mac? Holy shit. Okay. Alright, well, if you got a Mac, you can play the game too. Or one of the new ones, I'm assuming. Because it's using the M2 Pro chip. M2, M3, M4. Okay, yeah, so if you got these chips, you can run up. It looks like. Anyway, that's Crimson Desert. Let's look at the new gameplay for the Crimson Desert. Not gameplay. They released the launch trailer, which I heard is kind of awesome. So let's check that out. Here it is.
It's time. To take back what was
Get
stolen.
high, bitches.
So, you're finally here. You were expecting me?
Well, you Greymanes are a hard lot to kill, clawing your way back from death's door over and over. How'd you do it? Let's find out, shall we?
That looks sweet. Oh man. Ooh, what the hell is that thing? You get to play as a chick too. And a guy with a wolf head. There's trains and dragons. Man, this is gonna be a freaking, and jetpacks. Oh man, this is gonna be a fucking trip, man. This game is gonna be a trip, I'm telling ya. Some puzzle platforming. Whoa. Some God of War level boss fights. Oh. Come on. Are you telling me that you're not hyped for that shit? Come on. Come on. Come on. That is fucking epic, bro. Man, I am so hyped for this game. It looks so good. It is so good. It's good. Okay. If these comments, man, these comments always get me because it's like right on the money. Hang on. Where did the fucking comments go? There we go. I'll take Black Flag any day. You know what? Nobody's hating on Black Flag, dude. You know, Black Flag is gonna be the fucking... It'll be a great release. It'll be a great release. But I have my skepticism on when it comes to Ubisoft right now, you know? Yes, they're making Black Flag and it's officially announced, it's resynced, it's coming. But are they going to do a good job with the remake? That's yet to be seen. They've been fucking up Assassin's Creed left and right in the last few entries. I don't know. I don't know until they actually drop it and actually play it. Until we play it, I don't know whether it's going to be a good game. If they do make it good, yes, absolutely. It's probably going to be one of the best games to release this year. If they release the game this year at all, it'll probably be next year. So you're probably going to be waiting for another year for it to drop. But in the meantime, we have Crimson Desert, which looks and feels great. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I like Shadows. I didn't love Shadows, and I played the game because I love Assassin's Creed as a franchise. I might be a little bit biased on that, but you play that game and then play something like Ghost of Yote, and you immediately you're reminded as to why Ghost of Yote has done, and even Ghost of Tsushima has done what Ubisoft couldn't do. It's like night and day. It's unfortunate. It's just the same Ubisoft bloat is present in Assassin's Creed Shadows as well. Does it? It's not the worst game in the franchise, but it looks gorgeous. But as gameplay wise, it's not that great, right? It's actually hasn't been that great. But we'll see. Black Flag, the only good thing that's going on for Black Flag is the fact that the original Black Flag game was already a really good game. All they have to do is reskin the damn thing by remaking it, and just make sure that you keep the gameplay, well, kind of, because they will have to modify it to the modern standards. But other than that, the story, everything, just keep it to the same. Can they manage to do that without making, having all the bloat from like the later games being put back into Black Flag? That is what I'm concerned about, So we don't know. I mean, I feel like they're not even going to release Black Flag this year, even though they've said, they're going to be showing it off in April and whatever. They might shadow drop it again in April. I don't know, like I said, but I don't know. At this point, it's all up in the air. All I can say is I'm excited for Crimson Desert because it looks great. People who have played it have said that it feels great. And there's a ton of footage suggesting that it is actually going to be great. And it's got everything. Like, everything you can think of. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It looks fucking great. So I'm like really excited for it. You can ride dragons, there's trains, there's mechs. You can ride a jetpack, and you've got a sword and a fucking shield. I don't know. It's fucking nuts. That's all I'm telling you. It's nuts. And I haven't seen a game like this in a while. It's giving me Witcher 3 vibes. Also Assassin's Creed Valhalla vibes. But also like, I don't know. It's got like magic and puzzle platforming, trains and mechs as well. So it's everything. I don't know what genre this game is, but all I can say is it's probably looks like it's gonna be a good time. People who played it have said that there's no hand holding. It invites you to explore, and there's literally a massive map that you can explore, and there's ton of shit to do, which is what I want from a game like this. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna be spending a lot of time doing that, and I think a lot of people will too. So yeah, while we wait for Black Flag, this is gonna be a good one. That's what I think. The dragon looks sick. Yeah, there's a mech dragon. Remember, like there was a mech dragon that looks so cool. Do you guys remember that? The mech dragon. Let me look it up. That I'm super hyped to fight the mech dragon. Mech dragon, Crimson Desert. Yeah, Golden Star or whatever it was called, right? Yeah, this was super cool. This mech dragon. The amount of detail that's gone into this dragon. Hang on, let me just cut to the gameplay. Yeah, this is super cool. Like, I don't know, looking at this, how you can not be hyped for this game. It's freaking amazing. Yeah, they have said that there's gonna be an element of like steampunk. That's what this dragon is. It's a steampunk kind of like mech dragon, and there's like steampunk inspired like robots and shit that you fight too. It's a really weird game that I haven't seen before, and it's combining magic and mechs and dragons and trains and everything. Medieval times. I don't know. It's like fucking weird. It's fucking weird, but it's so good. It looks really well done. So I'm really hyped. Anyway. So yeah. I'm excited to be jetpacking through the castle here, man. Anyway, before we wrap up, I have one last thing that I want to talk about. There was kind of like a Max Payne style, kind of like GTA 6. It was a bit of a weird game. I don't know if you remember. And there's been a dev diary on that I wanted to check it out because I'm keeping my eye on this game. It looks fantastic. This could be something that also interests some of y'all. So it's called SAMSON.
Welcome back to another development diary for SAMSON at Tindleston Story. Today we'll be looking at the city design and vehicle design. My name is Piotr Kopst. I'm a concept artist at Liquid Swords, and I'll be taking you through the city.
Liquid Swords. Haven't heard those guys
So
before.
one of the toughest challenges in designing the city as an artist was finding the balance between the gameplay and the visuals in the city, because we're at the same time trying to make a city that you subconsciously can understand as a consumer, that you've experienced on the day-to-day life, but at the same time we want to make an engaging game.
Enjoy the nap.
We had
This is not a
multiple
AAA game, by the way.
strategies
This
to
is a
achieve
AA
that.
quality
One of
game.
which was to make sure that
It
the
looks good.
metrics that we were using were established early on, that we set them in stone, that we wouldn't end up changing them later down the line. So the metrics essentially are the measurements of various pieces. So the doorway has to have a specific height, a hallway has to have a specific width. If you do everything very realistic, you can have very narrow corridors, which can cause a lot of problems for either the camera which is following, or if you're supposed to have a fight there, when you shove characters, then things will start clipping into walls, everything will just start falling apart.
Oh yeah.
We were heavily inspired by northeastern American cities from the 90s. So
Sure,
New
okay.
York, Philadelphia.
Ooh.
We had a lot of photos from the era.
Big fan
which
of
were
that,
amazing,
man.
Which had a lot of character, which really set the tone for the.
This is kind of giving me. This is giving me like GTA 4 vibes. Anyone? You know, GTA 4 in New York. That kind of vibe. Or is it just me?
project. But then also we had 3 art direction pillars that really kept on going back to, and we used to filter through all the photos and the references and to inspire and to amplify the work. And those were statement, violence, and parasiticism. Statement was all about big bold splashes, essentially having a big mural on a wall about the city. Then we had violence, which was the representation of how the city was violent, how everything had a story, that there was a person, there was a fight, things were cracked, nothing was really pristine or new. And lastly, with parasitic is the term we had for the sort of greed and the corruption in the city, that the difference in wealth inequality, just exploring those sort of themes of injustice.
Looks pretty good though, not gonna lie. For a
So
double
I
A
think
game.
the most exciting thing for players to find in the game is just all the nooks and crannies that we've put in a lot of love and attention into. There's a lot of areas where
stutter.
maybe we don't have any specific gameplay that pulls you there, but they're interesting to explore regardless. So I'm really looking forward to when people will be able to go there.
A lot of stutter in the footage, but probably because it's an early build.
My name is Damian Księżypolski, and I'm a vehicle artist here at Liquid Swords. So when we started the project, we had to look at cars that were pretty common in like the 90s, but we had to take a look at what cars were active 10, maybe 15 years ago. And we had to take inspirations from those kind of eras to make that fit into both the narrative and the aesthetics of the city.
Cool.
We can take a lot of inspirations from existing cars, but the cars in their design is mostly ours now. And we had quite a lot of liberty when it came to that. Because if we were working on real brands, we wouldn't have any type of freedom. There's
That
a
is
lot
true.
of challenge that comes with the freedom, because you need to stay true to what people have seen or can relate to when they look at these cars. They can't look at a car and go like, "Oh, that looks
Kinda
that looks
weird."
weird."
Yeah.
But we want them to look at the cars and go like, "Oh, I kind of
Yeah.
recognize that."
I feel like that's what happened with like early, like even GTA 3, GTA 4, like where the cars were kind of resembled the cars from that era, but not really. It kind of always looked off, you know, like because you know those games don't have real car brands. And from what I have seen so far here, they've done a pretty bang up job replicating the feel and look of those cars that we know and are familiar with that existed in that time frame.
The one car that actually
Very
went through
cool.
a very dramatic transformation was Samson's car. We
like a very cool
had
Impala.
settled at first at a standard four-doored sedan. It felt too everyday, your average Joe who just sat in his car driving to work. And that did not fit him as a person at all. And eventually we were like, I think it's time for us to do a proper car for Samson. There was no hassle working with that car. Everything was pretty straightforward, but it worked. We got it in and it just looks so differently from all of the other cars. It has attitude. It's definitely the magnum opus.
It looks cool. It's a cool looking car. I like it.
All cars deform differently, especially throughout the ages. All we knew was that we kind of wanted a little bit of mayhem, and we wanted these.
It's like an old
brutal
Dodge.
takedowns. We wanted you to have the car as a tool, and that was a lot of work between me and our VFX guy, Oscar. He was the one that uplifted the whole thing, that made it so much more impactful. So when you smash a car, they start to tumble. They go full James Bond mode. When we got that first,
Man,
big
we have
roll
James
and
Bond
they
coming
flew
too.
into a
Shit.
pillar, that's when we knew that we got it.
Bruh. It's gonna be a packed couple of months, man.
Thank you for watching. If you want to keep up to date or discuss what you've seen, join our Discord or follow us on social media.
There you go. Samson. Yo, I'm gonna be so broke by the time these couple of months fly by, because I'll be buying everything and trying everything, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, it's 7:30 right now, and I'm gonna wrap it up here, and then gonna jump into an arc run with the boys in honor of you, Vinod. Ali, if you're around, I can respond. We'll jump straight away. And that's what I'm talking about. Keep up, bro. Keep up. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here, and then we will do a separate stream for that one, because I'll be uploading this separately. So yeah, let's do it. Anywho's, alrighty then. Oh no! You have to jump in with me. We're doing this. We're doing the arc run, so Vinod can watch us. I'm not doing a solo run for you, bitch. We said we're gonna do it for Vinod, so you jump in. We do an arc run for him to watch. That's the deal. If you can't do it, I'm sorry, Vinod. I'm not gonna be doing a solo run. Unfortunately, you know, it's only fun when we do it together. So I don't know where he is, but if I'm playing by myself, it's just gonna be me quiet. So that's not gonna be fun to watch. So if you wanna join, let's do it. Hit me up. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna wrap it up right here, boys. I'll see you next week. Unfortunately, this week has been pretty slow, so sorry about that. But yeah, next week, man. Bye-bye. Toodles. Yeah, I don't know where he is.
Alright, time to turn up. The underdog's logging off. Baby! Thanks for hanging out for laughs, memes, and gaining clout. Even if I tripped, lost or failed, you stuck around and that prevailed. We checked trailers, spilled the tea, mispronounced a game or three. Call of Duty fails, oh that's me. But the chat laughed along, pure victory. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage. Grab your snacks, hydrate up, don't fall asleep. I'll be back soon with news to peep. The underdog may stumble, trip or rage, but you're the legends who fill my stage.
Attention chat, Jaybeazt is officially signing off. He may try to explain the plot of a game he hasn't played, argue with NPCs about story choices, or get stuck in the tutorial forever. And if someone says something wild in chat, he might go,
"Oh mate, don't say that!" Thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe. But thanks for surviving the chaos, laughing at my fails, and pretending my Call of Duty aim is fine. Catch you next time, same underdog energy, less chaos, maybe.